Okay, ladies and gents, are we live? Welcome to the Asian Robot stream. Today I'm a bit late because I had stuff to do for my family. But here I am. It's time to go. Okay, good. Grand. Okay, this is now settled. Now all I need to do is copy and paste it to my Discord. Excuse me. Hello, William. Good to see you. Yeah, it's going good. Started a bit late today, but on the plus side, bonus Dauntless stream for y'all, because I felt that yesterday's stream was obviously too short. So today, y'all get a bonus, and I'm gonna show you guys the new hammer build that's coming out. And of course, after the stream, if everyone decides they want the build, I will release it and make sure that everyone has something new to play around with. Alright, don't forget to like the stream and we shall begin shortly. Okay. I appreciate you, Nate. Yeah, no, listen, feel free to sleep. This was like a little bit of a bonus. It's more to showcase the hammer build that will come out later tonight. So, you know, if somebody feels like joining me, then they can roll with me. If not, it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely cool. You know, I appreciate you coming in, you know, popping in before you sleep, but please do not let me affect your sleep schedule. The actual proper stream should be happening tomorrow. So today is just a bit of a bonus because, like I said, I really wanted to showcase and test out this particular hammer build because I knew that quite a few people would like it. This music is nice, huh? Yeah, I put it because I know the afternoon stream is when it's late at night for a lot of people. It's good for relaxation. Very good for relaxation. Some of my favorite lo-fi, to be fair. Now, first thing, whoosh, game vanishes. Let's go put on the build without letting other people steal it. Whoosh, back. Okay. So now, I'm just gonna dive right in and start showcasing what we can do. Ooh, gotta get my coin first. Almost forgot about that. Let me do exactly that. Slay 12 behemoths, almost too easy. But then that would mean that you literally had like no sleep all night. That's pretty unhealthy, bro. I can't let you sacrifice like that. You gotta get your sleep on. This is probably better. Let's go here. Proper rest is the foundation of true strength, my friend. So, you know, if you need to sleep, go for it. Exotic sword build. You mean the hunger build? Yes, I do. I don't recommend it, but I have it. Oh, to work in 14 hours? That's fine. But yes, I do have it. I don't recommend it because the exotic sword, Dui, is the worst weapon in the game. It's actually the worst exotic right now. If you really want to use it, okay, I'll still give it to you, but I'm gonna tell you straight up that it is really, 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 really bad. Where is it? Here it is. Here you go, Dui. You can try this, but I'm telling you again, it's super, super trash. True, true. Steel strength is always tough, and you know, hey, I respect that. All right. So many people have asked, like ever since I put out that video about the Koshai UE and how it works together with Revenant, more than a few people have been interested to ask about whether or not I'd be putting it in a build. The answer is yes. This is actually the culmination of it. I use something similar, yes. I think you can understand why I will not reveal that on stream. Although I may put out a similar build just to make a few people mad. Oh, my friend. You're about to see Revenant working just perfectly with the hammer. Discipline? No. Revenant all the way, my friend. Watch. You just need the right style, and you will break them down very easily. Well then. Lol, Zavi. I'll consider it. But yes, I might reveal another top 100 build. 2 members only, just to piss off the haters. Yes. Once you have this particular build though, Revenant with the hammer becomes very, very possible. Admittedly, it does require a slightly slower playstyle, you're right. That cannot be denied. Because you're running to take the Koshai buffs. But I can certainly guarantee the effectiveness of it. Because with the Koshai buffs, the individual Revenant hits can go super, super high, which I like a lot. Me when the... You alright there, Meow? You, Nice job, Savster. Nice job. Tony, are you sure it's hard to interrupt? Well then, you might need to watch this entire stream. You're going to have to learn a few tricks, my friend. Oh dear, that was a miss. Come back here, creature. Face me. Yes. With the hammer, right, what I find is that it's not just the build, it's also the play style. Many people forget that the hammer has a unique style to it that really comes down to knowledge of the game and how to utilize it fully. It's very easy to interrupt if you know the tricks, you know? It doesn't always have to be a swing. You see, that's why a lot of people say it's difficult to do this or difficult to do that. I tell you no. Once you learn the tricks, my friends, once you learn the tricks, you'll be alright. Not only can you boost your damage, but you don't lose and interrupt either. Okay. Smooth and easy. Immorality, good to see you, my friend. So, the more you learn, the more you master a weapon, the more you know all the little tricks to it. Okay? And that is the real secret. And I think for the Revenant Hammer, the usual chronivore style may not work, but this particular style is far superior. LOL. It's okay, loyal boy. Everyone needs sleep once in a while. You know, it is just the way of the world. Hey, Felix. I'm showcasing my new ultra strong Revenant Hammer build. It is the new ultimate build, of course, for those who are true combat professionals. See, easy interrupt right there. Now, you might still take a hit, but you know, it's an easy interrupt nonetheless. Hello, Karasu. Did I miss you, Noah? Of course. How could I not miss my friend? No? Zeal. Good to see you. 3k core damage in one hit with a hammer against a Frostgone. Okay. Then you might have to wait for this to come out. Yep, just chill for now. It's all good, immorality. But Zeal, are you sure you can't do 3k core damage in one hit? It should be fairly easy, even if you had followed my best reforged hammer. But this one can do exactly what you need. Just make sure to pop a potion as well. Potion of damage might sort you out. You might also want to try it with the Molten Edict. No! You will understand why when I release the build, my friend. The Erska cannot compare to the damage. The Erska hammer is absolute trash in this case. For this particular style and build, my friend, there is nothing better than Agorist. It is superior to even the Chronivore. Think, what video did I release recently? The information in that video should help you put 2 and 2 together. Go ahead and try to solve the mystery. But even if you solve it, don't reveal it on stream just yet. We don't want any thieves stealing this before I truly release it. But there's a reason for everything. But why the Erska Hammer at all? With Revenant, there's only one option that's been viable, and that's Chrono. Anyone using Erska would have to be insane because Erska has nothing to do with Revenant. The only one where it was a possibility was the Pike, and that's only because you want to wound faster. Actually, I may not be playing Destiny 2 anymore because they're moving off Games Pass, and because we can't afford to buy it for my wife, I may have to quit Destiny. We're still deciding, but it's looking like that's going to be the likely option. COD and Halo Infinite will take its place instead. Yeah. Iceborne is literally only like for cheesing in trials. That's all I ever use it for anymore. Yeah. The fact that it moved off Games Pass was a bad decision. Because nobody wants to pay that much for Destiny content. Even when I got it, it was only because it was on sale and super cheap. That's why I got it. It is, but don't forget that those were a few patches ago. With Revenant coming on the scene, it's changed the game completely, unfortunately. And that's why that's why Revenant, having taken over, right, has opened up new build possibilities. Especially because people have discovered interesting new ways to make Revenant work with stuff. Now, this could be unintended. That's okay, Nate. I think that my wife and I moving to COD and Halo Infinite is a better direction for us because she's never really enjoyed Destiny. She played it because it was a MMO that we could play together, but I could tell that she wasn't really having a lot of fun on it. Whereas with COD, she fucking loves COD. So, you know, if you find me enjoyable in December playing COD, you know, I'd rather you pay me for that because, you know, we could get more stuff for COD, things like that, you know. And I'm having just as much fun, so yeah, it's not too bad. I'm never going to be a Warzone player, unfortunately, but when it comes to just normal COD, hell yeah. I'm surprisingly good at it. So yeah, it's been alright, you know. Besides, December donations are going to go towards Kaz's Christmas present. I'm keeping it a secret. Don't tell her. I'm also putting it toward my new phone so I can start mobile streaming. Because, yes, remember to like the stream. Because when I move to Australia next year, there's going to be about a month where I'm going to have no PC. So if I can at least do some mobile streaming, I could keep like touching base with you guys, and that's going to be cool. I'm going to be working hard on both, you know, YouTube and Twitch on mobile, so look forward to that. No, I love Destiny 2, but yeah, like, I think that when you have a life partner, Zerail, your partner's tastes tend to also, like, really be a huge influence on you. Like, you know, for her, I think Destiny 2 is my jam, but I think she didn't have a lot of fun because it's a complex game. You need to really be into MMOs and things like that. She's more of a relaxed player, I would say. I shouldn't say casual. I think I just enjoy the aspect of beating everybody in COD. I'm usually close to the top of the scoreboard. Now, some maps, of course, I do bad, but I'm usually close to top of the scoreboard. So, you know. And it was like, what, my third, fourth day playing? So I'm waiting for ranked and stuff. It's going to be fun. And I think COD still has a huge fan base, so looking at it from a business perspective, it might be good for me to go into that, especially COD and Halo as well. So yeah, since Halo is going to be on Games Pass and I don't have to pay for it, you know, it's looking like a very viable option right now, as compared to Destiny, which might be a huge money sink. So yeah. Oh, I can imagine. I want to play the Halo Master Chief Collection before I get into Infinite, but I'll play that like on my private time. I mean, when I even have private time, you know? Heyday in Titanfall, huh? I mean, what a heyday it must have been. Ah, fair enough, but hey, listen. You know, for you two, that's awesome. I met mine on Neverwinter. So yeah, I think that like the taste of your life partner will in that way affect you, you know? Because it just changes how you perceive things. So for me, right now, like I used to be like, oh, I'll try any game, you know? But now I'm more like, okay, does it have crossplay? Like I have a very crossplay focused attitude towards games and making sure that everybody can participate, that kind of thing. Now there are still some things that I do that don't have crossplay, obviously. Like Friday the 13th, Phasmophobia, these things, but these are like just like little special horror games that me and my community enjoy together, you know. It's a little bit of community family time. But yeah, I think for the main part, like when it comes down to those shooter type games that, you know, now I have somebody to play with, I'm always considering whether or not she'll enjoy herself. And you know, since she loves COD, I guess that's my jam now. And Felix, you can't seem to get on the board. Keep practicing. The more you practice your skills, the stronger you will get. Also, guys, don't forget to like the stream. The more you like the stream, the more we can give the haters the middle finger, okay? And we shall prove that we are the best. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing more COD for you guys as well. Demonstrating my skills, you know, doing zombies, things like that. That's gonna be fun. So that is my current thoughts, and I'm loving it. I think that everything happens for a reason, so, you know, I've always been a little bit fatalistic in that way. I think that, you know, we started Destiny 2, but it wasn't really gonna work out, and then, you know, fate came along and, like, put something in the way, which is, in this case, removing it off Games Pass. So I was like, oh, okay. Now, that actually stunned me as Noah, have you not seen my Molten Edict build? Bruh, you didn't keep up with any of my videos, did you? Bro, disappointment in my heart right now. You just wounded me. I thought you were one of my biggest fans, bro. I'm gonna keep saying bro, because you just broke my heart, man. So it has come to this. You know, immorality, I need to say, I thought initially that they were gonna put it on Games Pass for PC as well. Their sudden decision to take it off was a stab in the nuts, because actually I saw several articles that were like, you know, they're gonna put Destiny 2 on PC Games Pass. They were teasing it here, teasing it there. And now you're telling me that they're taking it off both. I'm like, you know, a bad move by Bungie. Very bad move. But you know what? Maybe they're doing it to make space for Halo Infinite. Either way, you know, it's gonna work out, because Halo Infinite is, as far as I've heard, glorious. So I'm gonna look forward to it. You know, slowly get good. Or maybe I'll be bad. Who knows? You know, I'll give it my best shot. That's for sure. Kevin, you should focus not on any of the builds that use Erska. You need to start with my easy build. If you've got my easy build, then I suggest the easy Warpike build with Hellion. That is one of the easiest ways to fight Erska. That one, make sure you're fully power surged. I have a feeling, Zerail. I really do. Perhaps immorality. What is my... Is anyone in game right now to check my ranking? Because I should still be on the board. So, I mean, if I can reach that timing, I guarantee you can reach it too, buddy. Me too, I'm waiting for the campaign. Oh, Succubus. The Molten Cell is useless now. Because, okay, the Molten Cell used to be good, but the current builds don't have a space for it. In fact, the current builds are more geared towards different cells, which is why Molten has fallen out of favor. It's completely useless in 90% of situations, so yeah. That is the main reason why. For Axe, Savvy. I should still be on the board for Axe, yeah? I think a lot of games are trying to cash out right now, you know, so that has left a bitter taste in my mouth. And especially when they're delivering half-assed products. So yeah. Oops. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm still on the board for Hammer. Nice. Hey, Mr. Big Brain. There we go. How you doing? Are you big braining anybody? But yeah, getting top of the board, I mean, for me, it's just practice. So you just gotta, like, I know it sounds sucky as shit, but you just gotta keep practicing. Because the more you practice with the weapons, the better you get with them. And also, don't forget, you gotta upgrade your potions and stuff so that your potions have better effects as well. Without those, it's kind of hard to place at the top because you're losing out some of the damage that I would have, you know? Lol. I believe you will get it, Nate. Do your best. Do your best, and you will be great. Also, I really hate how there's so many more, like, gathering quests for bounties. Like, we really don't need that shit. Trials, they only normalize your stats. They do not max them. So effectively, you're going in with like maximized stats, but not a maximized Slayer path. So your Slayer path can still affect it, as far as I know. Oh, nice. Cool. Hopefully by next season, I'll actually be playing it. Whew. Lol. That's okay. Listen, it's all good. Sometimes, you know, it just slips the brain. There we go. Perfection. Yeah, that one's a bit tough. But that's because all the sweaties usually compete on chain blades. Yeah, go for it. That's, listen, any build after 1.80 is still pretty good. But yeah, listen, Calvin, I don't recommend chain blades. Competing on chain blades means you're competing with the sweaties and the cheaters. I recommend not doing that. I usually compete on axe, sword, any of the others. Because any of the other boards, right? Most of these people don't actually have the skills to use them. So that's why it's actually easier. But the trial you have to do like overall across all consoles, you know? So as far as I know, it has to be across all consoles. So even if you get a top 100 time on PS5 only, you still won't get your golden crown. It has to be across PC, console, everything. So you have to be top 100 on the like solo for the weapon, but it has to be like across all the consoles. So you have to beat even the Nintendo Switch people. So yeah. But that would be cool though, Zerail. I hope you will get your timing. Because timings are fun to get. And so are the golden crowns. Oh shit. My smoke didn't trigger. No. No problem, Noah. Look at you ditching my stream already. So disappointed. Bye, you nerd. Every other title. What title do you need? As far as I know, you don't get a title from being in the top 100 at all. Unless there's some magical title that I don't know about. Then you're good to go, Zerail. Then you're good to go. But the gilded marks you can get just by like clearing. So like for my gilded marks, I just do my weekly clear build. Then after that, like if just to make people mad, I cheese the rest of the trials. Just to, like sort of get on every board. I'm looking forward to you getting that. I can't wait to actually upgrade my gaming PC next year. Once I move to Australia, first thing I'm buying is a super high-end gaming PC. Taking my streaming to the next level. Because I want to be able to play like COD in Ultra while streaming it. Oh, really? Nice, Calvin King. That's cool. I did not know that was a thing. I am PC for life, Nate. I've saved up plenty for next year's upgrade. It's gonna be like the highest end piece of shit that I can buy. The hunt pass? Of course. It ends every few days. You should be able to check it. And always check, you know, when the hunt pass ends, because it's ending this Thursday. There's a timer shown at the top of the hunt pass. So yeah. That's what I call it, man. Highest end piece of shit. I'll make sure I buy the absolute latest graphic card, everything. Then it'll last me about 3 years. End your murder palace. Die, Riftstalker, you hoe bag! Face me! Thanks, Zeal. I appreciate that. Oh no, I am dead, as if that matters. Death does not affect my builds. Well, if you have the easy Hellion Warpike, you can start with Erska. Yeah, that's no problem. You see, your hunt pass, when you look at it, right? It will say up the top, season ends when. Alright, Mr. Big Brain? So you should always check when the season ends. Never miss this timer. Otherwise, you will lose out on everything. But yeah, hunt passes always end within 60 to 90 days. I think so, NSF. At least that's what the post said, so it should be that. That should be what they're optimizing. Should. Yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, titles, right? Let's go. Personality. Oh hey, I do have those titles. Hammer Champion, Repeaters Champion, Striker Champion, Sword Champion, Warpike Champion. Yeah, it's only the Chain Blade Champion that I don't have. Because, yeah, those timings are fucked up. I refuse to get into that sweat fest. So I too have conquered all of them. You're trying to work on another account for someone. I think you shouldn't reveal that, Mr. Big Brain. As far as I know, you're not supposed to account share. So just, like, if you do it, just don't say it publicly. But yeah, always check the timer. And don't do illegal shit, okay? I trust you. Will it just be an update if I already have Dauntless installed in Series X? Not so sure, man. I'm on PC. But I know that they're going to update this Thursday because guess what? They're going to bring out the new Hunt Pass anyway, so there will definitely be an update this Thursday. And also, I'll be doing a late night event. So an all-night YouTube stream for Thursday Night SmackDown is going to happen this Thursday. So look forward to it, guys. Look forward to it. We'll be going all night. The new stream boss will be up as well. So yeah, it's going to be a good time. Ooh, there's an event. Let's go. You're hot and you're cold. The fuck is this? Thank you, Akihisa. I always try to make the best builds for players because I know what they need. Light 'em up. Do your best, though. Do your best. For getting that kind of stuff right, it's just, honestly, all of the easy builds, as long as you practice with them, you'll be able to handle Erska. Like I said, it's just a matter of practice, so make sure you're doing the escalations and enjoy. You started yesterday? I've been playing for about a year and 6 months now. not continuously, of course, so please don't think that, but roughly a year and 6 months, yeah. Damn. Getting the timing right on this guy's interrupt with the hammer is a bit annoying. That's okay, because that's what... Ah, come on. Did he really have to move? Little punk. As soon as he... Yeah, there he is. He's gonna get ripped. No, it buffs the user, too. Buffs the user and allies. Oh, damn it. You punk. Now you're gonna suffer for that. That's it, Shadow Touch Boy. Suffer. Akihisa, you don't need to listen to anyone that's not the robot. I'm using Zeal in my builds right now. Is this person a good Dauntless content creator? Do you trust them? Don't listen to anybody that... Because trust me, if it's not on my channel, it's no good. If it's on my channel, it's very good. I can guarantee it. Guarantee. And you can see my outstanding results. I've proven it. So don't you worry. People tell you this, people tell you that. You just tell them robot says fuck off. Because if whoever says whatever, their opinions don't matter. If the robot didn't say it, it's not true. And don't forget, a lot of people also want to lie to you. Because they want you to be weak. If you're weak, then you need to ask them for help. So don't forget that. That is why my builds are the strongest, because I don't care whether people are strong. I like my people to be strong. But other people, they want you to be weak. Because if you're weak, you will need to go to their streams, you need to ask them for help, and then they can try and squeeze money out of you. I'm different. But no, Zeal is very good. I use it all the time. In fact, I'm using it right now. The no dodge, yeah, Strikers is the only one that works well with no dodge. I think a lot of the other no dodge weapons are like super sad right now. I really wish that wasn't the case, but I think after they made the change to like how certain weapons operate and whatnot, like how certain cells are classified, right? It really screwed over the no dodge builds, because a lot of the combos that used to be possible before became like impossible to do now, and they became like hyper inefficient. So that is the only peeve I have with the whole shenanigans. In fact, as you can see, right, Zeal right now is helping me dish out a lot of damage while also maintaining good shields, which in turn allows me to use my abilities more freely. And this means I can take on both of these guys without sweating too much. Ouch. Hey, Detrimental, what's up, man? I'm showcasing the all-new hammer build. It's very solid, to say the least. Yes, that is the way, Zerail. I myself have like a ton of loadout slots because I just can't. I just can't decide, you know? Like, I wanna play something one day, I wanna play another thing another day, you know? It's just too much to not play all the good stuff. Yes, I do. So, shorts, you can go to my channel and look for how to level efficiently. It's a fairly old video, but I can tell you that the information in there is still valid till today. What a shame, Akihisa. Do you still need the question answered, or did you hear my answer to the question? Hammer's still good though. Like, if you're good with the hammer, you have no reason to like shy away from it. It's still doing good. In my opinion, at least. Oh yeah, fuse 10 rare cells. Okay. I'll go back and fuse 10 cells. Boing. Yo, middleman, you nerd. Did that count? Did that count? Yes, it did. Easy. Let's fuse some terrible cells, guys. Yeah, Akihisa, you don't need to bother. You don't need to bother with anybody else's build. I mean, try it for yourself, but I can tell you, a build made that's non-Asian robot, try playing it. Try playing it. You will be back here within 1 hour. I don't know what the worst cell is. I've never really thought about that. Because to me, all cells have their place eventually. You know, sometimes a weird cell like 9 lives can still find some use in the game, you know? So yeah. Nah. Anyway, Akihisa, I'll let you decide for yourself. Come back to a robot build after you try his build, and then you can safely in your heart know that what I'm telling you is the truth. You'd already bought the item pieces to the Rev, so it was too late. I don't know what you mean by that, but okay. I mean, regardless, like I said, you know, whatever people tell you, don't you worry about it. Test it for yourself. Test it for yourself. And once you do, right, you will know. You will know which one is better. A lot of people have tried. A lot of people have tried, like, because there's a lot of people out there who hate me, right? They try and tell people, oh, their Asian robot builds suck. Use my build. My build's better. So then the people try their builds and then they come back to my channel because they know. They know that these people, they want to make you weak. They will tell you all sorts of stupid things like, oh, zeal is bad. No, why is zeal bad? They don't give you a reason. They don't teach you why. They don't know the science behind it. They don't know anything. They just want to make you stupid because secretly they're watching my channel. They'll steal my build. They'll use my build, but then they'll give you their half-baked build so that you keep coming back to the channel saying, please help me with this. Please help me with that. It's a strategy. I don't like that. I don't favor this kind of fake strategy because what are you doing? You're hurting your own people. So for me, I don't care like what rumors spread or what people try and say about me behind my back. I don't care. I just keep doing my job, you know? And if people like what I do, they'll come back. So I'm not worried, you know? And that's why I can say with confidence, go try. The more you try others, the more you realize that this is where you need to be. Let's see, what do I have? Should I go on roll defile? Or should I just go straight to escalation? Nah, I'll go here. Hey, Randomo, what's up, man? How are you doing? But yeah, with regards to cells, I don't know. Maybe some things will change in future because there's a few cells that like only have a specific place in trials, as far as I can tell. These are cells that only work in trials. And yeah. All right, Mr. Big Brain, go get some sleep and don't do illegal shit, yeah? But yeah, I think in trials, it's a whole different situation. So some cells, they're not so good outside of trials. And that's why like a lot of people, they don't see the value in certain cells or things like that. Hey, True Shield, what's up, man? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Literally just relaxing, having fun with the community, talking, chatting. Discipline builds are also perfect outside of trials, but did you know that you can get top 100 in trials without discipline? You can use Iceborne, you know? There's a lot of different ways that you can do things. Just because, of course, if you want to be like top 5, top 10, then you have to play a super sweaty discipline build, yes, and never take a single bit of damage. That's true. But, you know, do you really want to do that, or do you just want to get a gold crown really easily? Because that's what I help my members do. For me, I just release the members only top 100 build. It's so easy. It's quite easy to get top 100 as long as you can play decently, you know? Thanks for the vouch, Kevin. I can guarantee you. These builds are tested every day because you see, what you're seeing right now is not me just playing the game. I'm testing this build in a variety of situations. And I'm always fighting behemoths above my level because how can you make sure a build is strong if you're going to fight behemoths at your level or below? That's the problem. No, not invincible, latch flex. It depends. Because, you see, some Bastion builds are focused on offense. In which case, for example, if you take it into a heroic, you're going to die. Right? You gotta understand the build first. Never think that anything can be categorized like, oh, Bastion equals invincible. No. Anyway, Bastion would only be used with a Terra weapon, Skarn specifically. But even then, you're far from invincible, so you have to be very careful with how you interpret things. Because if you interpret it wrongly, you might give yourself the false impression that, oh, this is gonna be so strong, and I'm gonna completely crush my competition. When in reality, you may actually be screwing yourself out of damage or power, things like that. See, a lot of people, they're fans of like the older mainstream channels, or so they think, especially a lot of the people on like the social media websites, because they trust these people. And I get it, they trust it. I'm the new kid on the block. I've only been here 6 months, so it's harder for people to trust me. But the people that do put their faith in me have never looked back, and that's the difference. they can say with confidence that they don't need other channels. And that's why I tell people that. You know, a lot of people think I'm being toxic or arrogant and stuff like that. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not being toxic or arrogant. I'm just telling the truth. If people choose not to believe that, that's up to them. But I've never once said, oh, you know, they're bad for no reason. I say they're bad because they're lying to you. Try it for yourself and test it for yourself. I've had dozens of people feedback to me. They've tried a build from one of the more mainstream channels or this and that, and they find it completely doesn't work. They can't kill anything with it. And then I tell them, what do you think is the best Omnicell? That's the thing, Shorts. There is no best. Words like meta, words like best, these do not apply to me. And I'll tell you why. Because each Omnicell has its place. Tell you what, do you know what's the best Omnicell for cheesing top 100 in trials? Iceborne. Do you know what's the best Omnicell in hunting? Revenant. Did you know one of the best Omnicells for the God Hand, which is the Spear exotic, Revenant doesn't work for it at all. You have to use discipline. That's the key. You see, many people get suckered into the idea that there's one best, one meta. This is the most efficient. No, that's not the case. You need to adjust things for your playstyle. Just because it is the best or the meta to some content creator who buys his subs and viewership to lie to you doesn't mean it's actually going to be the best for the player. That's why my channel is different. My channel focuses on telling people, okay, for this playstyle, this is the best. That playstyle, that is the best. You have to assess it individually. Now, are there Omnicells that work in general for 90% of stuff? Yes. Revenant is one of them. Revenant is still one of the top tier Omnicells. It just cannot be beaten. But it doesn't work for everything, you know? A Bastion Axe build? No. Bastion with Axe build is inefficient. I can guarantee you that. You will actually do better with Discipline. The DPS from Discipline is much higher. But a Bastion Axe build, you can still use it, but I don't recommend it because as much as the DPS may seem high, it does not really kick as well as it should. In fact, Bastion with other weapons does way better. For example, Bastion with Warpike, Bastion with Chain Blades, these are top tier Bastion builds. I haven't released them, but I plan to after the Chain Blade refresh. But with the Axe, your results, like after you compare it to like Bastion Chain Blades and stuff, you may find that the results are not as good. Which is, I think, why I've shied away from a Bastion Axe, because I just didn't find it useful in that sense. I found it way better with Discipline instead, because it gave me a very stable interrupt to pull off the heavy strikes. No, it depends, Akihisa, because if the creature is a fire creature and you use a Chrono Axe, you're losing damage. You will not get a top tier timing. You have to use a Frost Axe because elemental advantage contributes so much damage. People don't understand that. You know, using it in trials and it's OP, no, it's not. I can guarantee you that. You can try it for yourself. You will not receive a top 100 timing. Chrono Axe and Discipline is good if you're fighting a shadow-based creature. If you're fighting a fire creature, you will want a Frost Axe. If you're going to use Discipline, that's fine, but you're going to want a Frost Axe, because if you're not using the elemental advantage, you're losing a lot of DPS. That's why never believe that only one thing will work. In normal trials, anything can work, but in a Dauntless trial, it's different. You want to get top 100 on the board, you have to tailor your build. You know, there is no one build that works for everything. Dauntless is not that kind of game. For most of the content, yes, you can use a good build for everything, but trials are very different. Well, Dauntless trials anyway. Normal trials, anything goes as well. So I guess that's true. Agorist and Koshai Bond, a lot of things can beat it detrimental, to be fair. Agris with a Koshai Bond will not work on Chain Blades. Agris with a Koshai Bond, terrible on Chain Blades. If you're talking about Axe, though, yes. Very little beats Agris with a Koshai Bond. Especially with the fact that Revenant works with Koshai, it has opened up one of the strongest Axe builds in the game, hands down. Even the Chrono Axe cannot beat that. That's true. But Agris with Koshai would not work. Like, with a hammer, which is I'm going to release after stream as well. Very strong. But yeah. Yeah, if it's Axe specifically, definitely. They're not redoing it on open box. I'll probably make a full in-depth update when the patch notes come out, which should be tomorrow. I'll post a video explaining everything, but they're just merging some currencies so that there aren't too many currencies that we have to deal with, because Dauntless is kind of overloaded with currencies at the moment, and I think that's the direction they want to go. Now, I am not a Dauntless partner. I am in no way related to the devs, okay? Dauntless doesn't even give a shit about me. So my statement right now is based on my own thoughts and opinion after reading what they posted. Okay, so I can't say for sure if that's really what they're thinking, but to me, that's what they're thinking. They will try and come out with one every season. So Revenant is the one for this season. Possibly next season, meaning after the next Hunt Pass, they will probably release a new one. Actually, Agris and Karabak, I've never really found it useful. In trials, against a shock creature, maybe. But in actual combat, I've never really found it useful. No problem, Nate. You get some good sleep, brother. Thank you for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. But yeah, Agris and Karabak's, I've never really used it much because the cooldown on Karabak's UE is too long. You actually outperform with so many others UEs if you're talking about general builds. So your DPS count is actually very low. Yeah. That's the key, though, Detrimental. Once you stagger, what do you do when you don't stagger? Right? What do you do when you don't stagger? And against some of the higher level creatures, Detrimental, that build gets you killed because your DPS might be too low. Either that or you cannot contribute enough to your team. So for me, I mean, Knockout King is good, but, you know, I've never been a fan of a full Knockout Hammer, especially because right now, full Knockout Hammers do way less DPS than a lot of the DPS builds. Perhaps it's because I've got a different style of thinking about the hammer, but yeah. As far as I can tell, so far this hammer build that I've done is obviously one of the best, but it's very hard to replicate this level of damage, which is why I think I haven't released many hammer builds, because it's a bit of a struggle to get it just right. Oops, I messed that up. Alright, jump. Good Doge. All of them. Just choose. Any of them is good. Choose it based on whichever weapon you like to play. Because as far as I know, I've got Revenant builds for all weapons. So just choose based on the weapon you like and you'll be okay. Alright, good night, Zapster. Stun lock Knockout King, but again, I don't recommend stun locking because behemoths all have immunity phases. Like when they go in rage, things like that. And if you're stun locking, you generally will not be able to do that against higher ranked behemoths. Oh, you can Detrimental. Nothing wrong with that. Like, listen, there's nothing wrong with trying all this sort of stuff. When I post a build, I post only the most efficient ones, but it doesn't mean that you can't viably work with other stuff. It might be less efficient than my build, but if you're having fun, you know, it's all good. Experiment with what you like. And then when you want, like, to speed level or just go for 100% efficiency, then you can come back to my build. Because the main problem, for example, with the Knockout King build, how are you going to stagger something as fast moving as the Spore Struck Embermane? It tends to be a bit of a problem, and especially if you're fighting alone. So that's why I don't rely solely on stun locking builds, things like that. No, he already farmed the fins. He just wanted to ask which build he should use, Zerael, so that's why I recommended he should just choose whichever one based on the weapon he likes. Kevin, look at my best axe build reforged, as well as the Revenant axe build, because I posted both the Chrono and the Koshai axe build there. You can see both of them in action over there. But yeah, my best axe build reforged is the one that has the Koshai bond. It still remains one of the top tier axe builds because it's just so strong. It uses discipline and the Koshai to deal massive damage on throws. You should. There we go. The Agros axe with a Koshai bond has always been one of the top tier bonds for the axe. And you use it with a good Asian robot build, I guarantee you'll have a good time, Kevin. And to be honest, Koshai still remains one of my favorites for the axe. It's just too good. How you gonna beat that? Ah! Come on. Come on, Scar, you little punk. Let me shovel scoop in peace! Oh. That was annoying. Only 20k, bro. I expect you to do 30k. Hey, Truffles, how you doing? But yeah, it is a good feeling. Don't forget though that with the Koshai though, one thing you have to be careful of is that your part damage is slightly overinflated. So look for the gray throws to see how hard you can actually genuinely hit. Because of sharpened. So sharpened gives you the extra part damage, which means some throws will unfortunately not show the true damage. Like it may show a higher damage than intended. Is he? Oh, so he ditched me for Apex. Is that it? He said he's off. Thanks for the stream. Went to play Apex. So lame. Okay, scold him for me. Scold him for me. Ask him why he's a ditcher. Like so. Creatures above your level will be no problem. How dare you not have that detrimental? Don't you know it's detrimental to your Slayer experience? Of course. Did you think being a Pokemon champ was gonna be easy, bro? Of course it ain't. Even if you want to be the very best like no one ever was, you know? That's alright. Go play your Slapex. Like the nerd you are. Truffles, stop stalking? That's impossible. Oh, look at Detrimental trying to show off now. 60, 80k. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. Show off. Yuki replied, yeah, he's just dying in school. School, I think, is murdering him. That's okay. We all know that school murders all of us. That's just the way it is. It's a circle of life, bro. No, I haven't, but I kind of expected it because this whole new variant. Do you know how freaking sad I am? I'm like super sad to wait and see my wife here. Yeah, 25k is pretty cool. I've hit that before. All of them, Kevin, as long as you finish the easy build, all of them can farm Agris. Like I said, what you need to understand, right, is that you don't need to have a specific build to farm specific thing. No. Pick and choose whichever easy build you have fully power surged, you're comfortable with it. It's about your weapon skill. The builds can handle anything. Make sure your weapon skill is good. Once you're good with the weapon, you'll be able to farm it easily. No, Delta variant was from India. South Africa is the Omicron variant, which is the new one. But honestly, I mean, all this kind of stuff, I'm like, man, cut us a break here already, you know? It's variant here, variant there. I don't know, man, kind of tiring, I just think that people need to take better care. A lot of them, you know, flout the rules, and then want to act like it's a problem. But realistically speaking, had they not done any of that shit, there wouldn't have been a problem in the first place. Mutations can, you know, come from anywhere, to be fair. Technically, a mutation could occur in a first world country, and that's what one of the big problems, right, is that mutation can occur anywhere. For example, more than the mutations that occur in third world countries or things like that, they're afraid of the Omicron variant because they're afraid it will cross mutate with AIDS, and that is going to be extremely deadly. The other thing is that if you were to mutate, my personal fear is that if it mutates in a first world country with some of the top tier medical technology, what you could have is a virus that's resistant to treatment, which means at that point it's going to become extremely lethal, and we don't know how contagious it might be, because that lethality would be also drug resistant, which could be a super fucking big problem. So that honestly scares me more than anything else. And will Dauntless end up bringing a new weapon in the game? Randomo, I don't know. You'd have to ask the devs that. Or you can go and ask some of the players that claim they're close to the devs. You can see. It's not that it has more resistance, but rather the vaccine was built on a different phenotype. So the vaccine wouldn't be able to affect these new variants, because the problem, okay, why do you have to take a flu shot every year? Because the flu mutates too fast for any vaccine to properly kill it out. That's the problem with the flu. Viruses that mutate very quickly have that issue. That's why there's no cure for the common cold. There's no cure for the flu. It's just you treat the symptoms and then you survive it. The flu, however, was never that lethal to begin with. Now, the issue is that these vaccines have been rolled out, but they're not full vaccines in the sense that they give you total immunity. That's the wrong idea that was sold to us by the media and the governments. They said, oh, once you take this vaccine, you can take your mask off. And several governments did that. They say, oh, you can walk around without a mask. No. Any flu-like virus mutates too quickly for any vaccine to lock it down, which is why you have to constantly update. And that is what I expected in the first place, because I knew that it wouldn't just be 2 shots and then it's done. No, it's going to be 2 shots and then a third and then a fourth and then a fifth and then a sixth, because you're going to have to constantly update. That is not effective. It's the same problem that the flu had. However, the CDC and the World Health Organization initially released statements that they said, oh no, the virus is not fast to mutate. It's fine. It is not fine. It is fucking unfine. It is literally the opposite of motherfucking fine. It is not fine. Do you know the problem that they have is that the people running these organizations are as fake as so many of the content creators you see on YouTube. They're fake. They don't tell you the real story because they think that you can't handle the truth. Listen, people are not stupid. People can handle the truth, but telling people the truth is the hardest thing in the world. And these people are scared of the truth because they themselves are fake. And that is why I hate people and I hate things that are fake. If it's not real, don't come at me with it. You know? That's my thoughts. That's my mentality. People say it's a very gang-like mentality. Well, listen, I grew up in the struggle. I grew up on the streets. It's what I know. But I'm telling you, what I know isn't wrong. People need fear. Who cares if they're scared? I'd rather they be scared and know the truth. Because if they know the truth, they can prepare themselves. Some people won't. That's okay. Fuck them. But people need to prepare themselves. And when you don't prepare yourself, you end up in a bad situation, and that's what we have now. That's what we have now. Why? Because people are afraid. Fear is not weakness. And courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is standing up to fear when it hits you. Basically, yeah, if a game releases anti-cheat software and then somebody works around it, you know? Exactly, Kevin. They want to keep us divided, which is why my message is very different. All these fake-ass people want to keep, in the same way, let's link it right to Dauntless. Why do so many people in the Dauntless community hate me? When I walk around Ramsgate, there's always people saying, hey, Robot, your builds help me out so much. Hey, Robot, man, I'm a huge fan. There's always people coming up to me to talk to me. There's very few people that hate me. But on Reddit, I am public enemy number 1. On all these other places, content creators in their discords, they're always talking shit about me. I have dozens of screenshots brought to me by fans that tell me this is what people are saying about you. And I tell them, no, I do not care about that. Because look, let them do that. Let them say whatever the hell they want. People say that I'm the one preaching a message of division. No, I'm preaching a message of unity. I'm preaching a message of unity, logic, reason, and science. I always tell people, use robot builds. But if you don't believe me, go try it for yourself. I can guarantee you, you will achieve the results you want because I'm not fake. What I use, I give to you. Anything that I use is on my YouTube. And if I'm using something that's not on my YouTube, it's because I'm still testing it. It is yet to be released. And I tell people, don't watch these other content creators because they're lying. Not because they're bad, not because I want to take money out of their mouths, not because I want to take food out of their mouths, not because I want to take subscribers or anything away from them. It's because what they tried to do to me when I was at 400 subs is they tried to shut down my channel. When I was at 1,000 subs, they tried to shut down my channel. Right now, they've tried so many different ways to shut down my channel. Why? Because they hate that I bring a real message to the people. And when you bring that real message to the people, you will become public enemy number one. Because what does the media want? What does the public want? What do governments want? A divided people cannot rise up and revolt. A divided people cannot say that the world needs change. Why? Because they can't even agree what change is. One purpose, one vision. That's the motto of Nod. All right, and they were painted as the bad guys in Command and Conquer, right? But I always remember, one vision, one purpose. If everybody follows the same vision, everybody follows the same purpose, we are united and we can stand against whatever threat because we understand that the whole is greater than the self. I do not preach socialism or communism, no, but I preach unity. I preach unity, strength. And again, it comes back to people like to say it. Oh, he's got a gang mentality. Yeah. Loyalty, family, respect. Loyalty, family, respect. It comes down to it. If you are not loyal to your family, if you do not have respect for your family, okay, and if you do not believe in family, then what have you got? You've got nothing. When the chips are down, who's going to be with you? The guy that you gave all your money to because you thought he was a great content creator? Is he going to help you? Is he going to back you up? No. You don't have the family with you. Ain't nobody going to stand with you. And then what? I've been lost in life so many times. I've had people throw me under the bus for their own selfish gains. I've had people use me as a stepping stone, which is why when I came here and started my own thing, started building up my own community my way, I knew that I was not going to fall into the same traps. That's why I don't collab with people. If you come at me asking for a collab, but I think that you're fake and I don't believe in you, I'm not going to collab with you. And if there's no real benefit for me, am I going to collab with you? No. I have no reason to collab with anyone because I can do everything on my own. All I need is myself, my community, and I'm good. But this is the community that I built up. You are the people that I have met personally on stream each and every single time. I know you. Why would I suddenly give that to somebody else? Because no, I respect my family. I respect my community. I'm loyal to my community. I'm loyal to my family. People just don't get that. And that's the truth of the matter. You know? Of course, detrimental. If people had listened at the start, you know, we would be in a much better situation than we are now. But it's hard to tell people to listen. I mean, like I said, even within the Dauntless community, how many people think that I'm right? How many people think that I'm wrong? You know, I would say a vast majority, 80% of people think I'm right. But there's 20% of people who will forever be a vocal minority saying, no, Asian Robot's the worst person, worst human being on the planet. Fuck him. You know, they'll just go on and on and on. But who is to say that they're wrong? Who is to stop them? Nobody. Because why? There's no point. Humans will always have their own thoughts and feelings. You can't stop that. It's natural because we are individuals. We think differently. We feel differently. But ultimately, we have to all bear the consequences of that. Which is why I understand that there cannot be true peace unless everybody follows one vision, one purpose. And that may result in conflict until one vision and one purpose is achieved. It's difficult, but it is the way. But don't worry. I promise I will rule this world, my friends. Give me time. I will take over slowly. First, I will take over YouTube. Then Twitch. And the rest of the nations will fall. And we will be the strongest nation in the world. The robot nation will rise. And the flesh that is so weak shall be replaced with steel. I love it when I do those kinds of funny things. And hey, independent graphic, I completely agree about TikTok. You know, 8 million likes for total stupidity. An ocean cleaning machine, 10 likes. It's just social media, man. Randomo, forging past 10 is just for the Aether Hearts. Like, people usually just do it for the Aether Hearts and stuff like that. Actually, Daryl, we're not allowed to say that in Singapore. That is illegal. Remember, this is a stream. This is not illegal gathering, okay? PAP for life. I will become president in America, where I will stand a chance. Singapore has only one vision and one purpose. PAP for life. I don't want to catch any Singaporean saying that PAP is not good. PAP is the best, okay? PAP forever in Singapore. Exactly. In Singapore, we always support PAP. There is no such thing as don't support PAP, okay? I'm not a wise philosopher, man. It's just, you know, you live through things. You live through the struggle, Travis. You grow up, you realize the world is an ugly place. And how do you make it better? You know, people say mumble rap sucks and all that. And yeah, a lot of it is just, you know, people catering to the mainstream and, you know, making a quick buck. And I get that. But a lot of these people, for all the mainstream stuff that they're doing, for all of them being paid rappers who just, you know, rap whatever the company tells them to rap, I'll tell you straight up, a lot of these rappers are still telling a true story. A lot of these rappers are still telling a true story. I remember they talked about like getting evicted from their apartments. They talked about, you know, going through it with their single mom. You know, how it feels when your mom asks you to help with the bills and you just do what you can. You know, that to me is a real story of struggle, which is why I've been down that road. I've been broke as shit. I've been unemployed for a year. I've been down all the most painful roads that everybody should not have to naturally experience, but here we are. And being down those roads has taught me, like, I understand where I need to be what I need to do and what I need to achieve, because, you know, at the end of the day, I gotta feed my family. Only way out of this struggle for me is through rapping, through my internet fame, through everything, and I'm gonna give it everything I got, but I'm gonna do it while being real. You know, that's why I tell my story through my rap. Sure, I diss people too, but that's just a part of the story. It's because these people have become a part of my story, and that's the story that I tell. A story of struggling against authority, a story of struggling against the mainstream, proving that people are wrong and still having people diss you, not take you seriously, things like that. That is the story. Hey, Truffles, careful, okay? You want to be Jolo? You don't want to be Jolo, then you just, everything is good. Singapore, nothing bad. Everything is perfect. We don't complain. We have no problems. Everything is awesome, okay? Okay, all my Singaporean brothers, everything is great. Oh, definitely, man. Robot for president 24. Nah, I'll take my presidency in future when I'm ready. I ain't ready to lead a nation yet. I'll start by leading my online nation first. You know, I always joke because, yeah, You know, COD. I love, you know, I love the German accent, you know, especially when they in the video games. I know they're portrayed as a villain, but sometimes I find it very funny. And one of the funniest things was I did during my COD stream the other day. I said, yeah, they are going to have the Seventh Reich, a Reich so great it will eclipse all other Reichs. So don't worry, I'll start my internet Reich first, the Seventh Reich. Then after that, then I'll go be president. But ultimately, you know, leadership is more about acknowledging your people, doing what is best for the people. When a lot of people in wealthy positions forget to think about the people, that's when we have the situations we have. Because look, people aren't broke because they're lazy. People are broke because sometimes life just doesn't give you a fucking choice. Then what are you gonna do? Your only option is literally to sell crack. Then what are you gonna do? It's a terrible situation sometimes, and people are forced into that. Some people just weren't given opportunities. Now, some people are naturally bad, of course. There's no such thing as everything is good. There's no such thing as everything is bad. But being able to separate that effectively is something many people miss out. And we're very quick to make blanket judgments about people. When I diss a person, when I diss an individual, I diss them because I've personally interacted with them, and then I find that they're fake. But 90% of people that diss me, out of the very small proportion of people that diss me, they hate me, but they never met me in the flesh. That's a line from one of Drake's raps. Hate me, never met me in the flesh. You know? Why? What have I done to them? You know? They've formed an opinion because other people have told them that I am something, this, that, the other, you know? Hang on, wait, quickly replying. Oh, Daryl, listen. You're my friend, and therefore, you know, well, you're literally my Singaporean brother. Therefore, I must diss you even more than I diss my haters, because otherwise, what are brothers for, right? If I cannot diss you, then the brotherly love is just not there, lah. So brothers have to get dissed, you know. It's just part of it, man. Hell, we fully dissed Nigel that time for no reason. He got like full on diss during a jigsaw challenge, so we can't really say anything. All of you guys participate in that, okay? Yeah, you can diss me, but just be aware that dissing your supreme leader is not allowed, okay? Because I'm a dictator. I said I was your brother, but I never said our authority was fair. It's okay, Nigel, listen. Sometimes, you know, when your taste is Fuda, you just have to be dissed. Time to reconsider my friend circle. Oh no! Oh no, I'm gonna get ditched. I'm gonna get ditched even harder now. They're gonna ditch my ass. I think it's hard to find a lot of people like that. Yes, I'm a shitty dictator. I accept this, my brothers. But you know, I think it's very difficult to find people with a good mentality, because it's really easy to get caught up with the fame. It's happened to me. Back then, I was easily manipulated by a lot of people because fame went straight to my head. You know, I thought I was doing well, so I could, like, you know, say whatever I want to, talk mad shit, you know. But in the end, it was all fake, and everybody was just using me. And the second the real shit hit, I had nobody by my side except for Kaz, my wife. That was it. I had nobody, you know, which is why I knew this time around, I can't do that. I have to be real. I have to show people the reality of things and work with that, because if I let that fake side take over, if I let the fake shit win, you know, I'm completely lost, and nobody's gonna respect me then, which is why I said, nope, enough with the bullshit. I'm gonna be down to earth. Okay. I completely understand that, Daryl. I accept this. I accept this. You know what? I cannot hold my brothers back. You know, I just got a random thought in my head. Technically speaking, we have 3 Singaporean brothers. So doesn't that mean that we are like the 3 people from like the Romance of the Three Kingdoms time? Oh, is it Liu Bei, Guan Yu, and who's the last guy? Zhang Fei. Is that correct? I think that should be correct. I've forgotten my Chinese history. So technically, we have three main Singaporeans. We're the 3 idiots. Okay, I accept 3 idiots. Okay lo. Accept lo. We just 3 bodoh lo. Like that lo. So I guess we can call ourselves San Kashapi. I don't know. The Sworn Oath Brothers. Well, if I were to be one of the Sworn Oath Brothers, I'm the fattest out of all of us, so therefore I have to be Zhang Fei lah. I mean, that's real history, so. True that, Travis. True that, man. Respect, family, loyalty, all those kinds of things are just the most important things, but it's the things that people lack the most, you know, because everybody wants to be rich, everybody wants to be at the top, everybody wants to be the king, you know, but not everybody can do that, and people just gotta accept that, you know. Life is not made just so that everybody can sit on the throne. Throne is a hard place, and to be sitting on the throne means to deny yourself the greatest pleasures of the throne. The fittest one should be Guan Yu. I think Daryl should be stronger than Truffle, so that means Daryl is Guan Yu lah. If I'm the fattest, so I'm Zhang Fei. Then the last one is Truffle, so he's the skinny one. I am 5'7". I'm a short man. Thank you, Randomo, for the super chat. Thank you for feeding my family, brother. Hey, can y'all stop this? Can you stop making me feel bad for my manlet status? I'm like 70, 78, okay, and I'm 171. So can you please stop making this manlet feel bad for my height and my weight? Hey, by Asian standards, I'm fat. Hey, I'm overweight, yeah. Cannot. Time to bulk? No. For real though, I desperately need to lose weight. I'm working hard on my weight loss regime for sure. Yeah, no, thank you, Daryl. I cannot handle your workout regime. I'm already like sleepy enough every single day.
Random Zero became a member.
Welcome to membership, Randomo. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. You are now a cool bot. Welcome to the family. And yeah, man, Travis is a concrete jungle. That's why I like to keep it chill, because at the end of the day, you know, I spit real shit. I'm just here. Like, of course, sometimes I try to make my show a little more fun, where, you know, I'm dissing people and stuff like that, you know, because at the end of the day, I'm a rapper. When I'm on the mic, you know it's gonna be real shit, and you know I'm gonna be throwing a little battle rap here and there. But ultimately, you know, I'm here to just chill out and make sure people, you know, have a good time. Okay, I'll try and turn all this fat into muscle. I'm gonna start up my push-ups every time I die again. I gotta, you know, get back into the regime. Get back into that crazy killer vibe. Wee. And just for that, I revealed my secret build for like 1 minute. But don't worry, I'll post it up later, so I can't let nobody steal my shit. Oh, I don't even want to know my BMI. It's gonna be maximum fate. I already feel super sad that I'm a Feitu. I am already doing high intensity training. The problem is I have severe difficulties losing weight. Even in the army, right? When I gained a lot of muscle, I still hardly lost my weight. Yeah. I'm sorry, Jiro. Only members can join me. Members only, my friend. That is the way we do things here. And the reason is because members feed my family, so I don't mind bringing them along. But yeah, I do apologize. I tend to only play with members. Thank you, Shota Danish. I know you are, but on YouTube we change things up, man. So members only, my friend. I'm sorry. Please accept my apology. It's because over time a lot of people start to ask to play, especially on vacations and stuff like that, so that's why I start to limit it. I'm glad it's the best, Shota Danish. I'm glad that a Shota likes my stuff, okay? If you're a hot trap, I expect to see you in my DMs. Thank you. Shota Danish, what a name, bro. Calories in versus calories out. That's my problem, Kevin. My calories in, ooh, it's high. But I can't give up food, man. Did you see my dinner yesterday? That shit was dope. Shit was 3 good, 5 me. This is your first time I was said in the stream? What do you mean? This is your first stream with me? Oh, that's okay. You know, everybody comes to a stream once in a while. If I'm not wrong, it is console only. It's your real name? Interesting. I thought you were talking about Shota as in, you know, Japanese Shotas. But rice. I cannot eat 小饭. No, I must have full fun. No, I can't give up my carbs, bro. Sorry. I will just accept my status. You know, being 脏废, not so bad. I can accept it. I will never cut down on food. But yeah, I do need to train more. I really do. But slowly lah, I'll figure it out. Don't be Asian for a day. No. I will never do that. Because I know what will happen, right? The last time I tried that shit, I just binged and then rebounded harder. Diet, no work for me. I just need to work harder on my fitness, that's all. For me, I know what to do, but the problem is doing it. but slow and steady. I'm just like forcing myself to get that motivation in. That, and I haven't gone out for a while because I haven't gone outside to run, which is way better than staying inside. That's my issue. So I've been doing my mom's exercise machine at home, which is not as effective, but like I just haven't felt like going out ever since the tragedies. But soon, you know, once I feel capable, I'm gonna go back to the track. That is my minor PTSD for now. Ah, come on. There we go. Doge down. Oh, once I go to Australia, I'm gonna buy one of the, because the Australia has like way better exercise equipment. I'm buying one of those fucking awesome bikes, and I'm just rolling hard on that. I love that shit. Oh man, I could never do that, dude. Travis, man, that would be... I do not have that much motivation in life. Australia is awesome. It's a good place. It is a very good place indeed. I cannot deny that. But yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. I can call myself the people's champion, but becoming Robot the Rock Johnson, impossible. Although I'd love to, if I could. He really is. I gotta admit that. This is the truth. But you know, some people are like that. Some people are just hyper motivated with everything that they do. And I respect that tremendously. You know, I'm not that much of a guy that can be that motivated, you know, but I can respect it when other people are. That to me has always been something great. Imagine getting one shot with Revenant. Depends, man. If you build it right, you shouldn't. If you're getting one shot with Revenant, you may have built it wrong, bro. Especially with a lot of the tougher builds now. They usually have a lot of built-in sustain. Because you need that for more Revenant casts anyway. Whee! And now to heal, now to heal. Like a pro. Ha ha ha. Oh, killing behemoths with one shot. Bit difficult. Unless you're cheesing on like much lower level behemoths. But usually I fight behemoths above my level, obviously for the XP, so oof. That was no good. But I reckon it should technically be possible to do something like that. Might be a little bit insane to do it. Oh, damn. But it should technically be possible. Yeah, I recommend that you first fully finish my easy build and then you start farming the escalations, because when you don't have the full easy build, like farm... What? How come my aggros didn't work? Nani? Nani? Alright, enjoy, Yuzuki, enjoy. Have a good time with the family. Oof. Freaking ion cannon boy over there. What kind of pillow do I have? A normal one. Thankfully, I don't have a waifu pillow. Because as much as I respect the taste of others, I am no degenerate. I am but a normal man. Okay, wait, let me heal up. Heal! Heal! Yes, get that workout in, boy. Do your best. Yes, of course. If you don't prime your hammer, your DPS will be severely lowered. So, I always prime my hammer. Because it's just the most efficient way to do that. Easy repeater build? Yes, but you need to be skilled. Make sure you fully power surge the easy repeater build. Make sure you're fully ready. Because if you don't practice, no matter how good the build is, it won't help you. All my builds can do everything in the game. Especially escalation. Alright? But if you want to kill Torg, first of all, even if it's an easy build, it needs to be fully power surged. And then you need to practice. Especially repeaters need a lot of practice. You should watch my hammer tutorial, Nishant. I've got a tutorial on the hammer that explains everything. The easy hammer build doesn't have Revenant. It's already there. It's already on my channel, dude. All you gotta do is just see it. It's called Easy Hammer Build Reforged. It's on my channel. I've already finished all the easy builds for this update. And nothing has changed since then, so it's still efficient. Remember, before you ask for anything, check. Because most likely it's already on my channel. I guarantee you most of the time I already have these builds out. My channel will always have an easy build for all weapons, as well as at least one build for every weapon that is top tier. So yeah, all you gotta do is just check it out and you'll be okay. I don't know. I've never once said it, so I guess it's because the people say it mostly. Yeah, but that's why, like I always say, you need to practice. Pred is a must-have on repeaters, but it means you need to dodge everything. So always be smart and dodge. Yeah. Dauntless is a game where you get good when you practice. The more you practice, the stronger you are. If you do not practice, you will have a bad time. Yeah, go check, Shota. You'll be able to figure it out from there. true. But practice is still important. The more you practice, the stronger your skills. And the better you can do. The game is good. I enjoy the game. Now, I wish that they would have more engaging updates for Endgame, but yeah, you know. I still enjoy doing what I do, you know, hanging out with the community, talking to people, making the builds for the people. You know, for me, it's all good. More Aether for the talent points. No, you just keep doing it over and over. There's no efficient way. You just keep playing the escalations until you maximize. Once you get up to about level 10 and 10 to 15 is when you should normally start the hard escalations. 1 to 10, I'm usually in the easy escalations. Definitely, Kendrick. I personally would like to see more engaging in-game content because there's no real reason for players to keep playing. That's the problem. Right now, a lot of players don't really have a reason to keep on playing because, I mean, what are you going to do? Just farm the same stuff over and over? It gets super boring for a lot of people, and I think that that's where a vast majority of the problems come in. Yeah, hopefully you can upgrade your PC. I too, my PC's starting to get old as well. I need to upgrade next year. I'm sorry, Nishan, but I do not reveal my income. It's barely enough to feed my family right now, but I do not never ask anyone for their income on the internet. And also in polite conversation in real life, never ask anybody's income. That's considered a very, very taboo subject, because it can lead to people being judged or things like that. So what I can tell you is that my income is barely enough to feed my family. It's not a lot. It's quite small. But this is my passion. That's why I always encourage more people, if they can, contribute via membership, via whatever they feel like. Yeah. But never ask anyone their income. It's considered a very, very rude thing to do. So, I mean, I don't know how old you are, and you shouldn't reveal your age anyway, because age-based conversations are also not allowed. But yeah, one of the big things you learn as you're growing up is never ask anybody their income. It's the worst question you can ask anybody. It's like asking a lady, how old are you? You know, age, income, these things are two things you should never speak to a person about. We shall see, Nishant. We shall see. As long as we have plenty of true supporters keeping the channel running, I don't care about what my subscriber count is. As long as they support the channel, it's all good. I'm happy with what I get. What's my favorite food? Chicken rice. It's a local Singapore dish. Very nice. It's definitely one of my favorites. Oh, you haven't subscribed to me? How sad.
Only fools try to dispel discar unprepared. The cold is better. But there are ways to keep your Sky Slayer.
I do not know how to pronounce your name, but no, I do not run Knockout King in any build because Knockout King is useless. If you increase your base damage, right, you increase your stagger damage. Therefore, what's the point of increasing only stagger damage when I may as well increase my base damage as well? Therefore, killing a behemoth quicker and doing more damage overall. You know? That's why Knockout King is useless to me. Because I can stun lock behemoths just fine with my raw damage. See? And at the same time, I will kill the behemoth quicker. Like that. So there's no need for Knockout King in a build. There are some builds that do potentially use Knockout King, but in the current game version, I have never felt a need to use it because there are much better choices. Yes, Hainanese chicken rice.
Take this boon.
It's possible to damage Erska in the cave itself, but if you're using Malkurion, you will be underpowered and be using an inefficient build. Chronostones are used to summon the Chronovore. So yeah. On the easy hammer build, it's because on the easy hammer build, there aren't as many DPS choices. Don't forget, easy hammer build does not contain any of the trial cells. Berserker being one of the good choices for raw damage. It's there because on the easy hammer build, you don't have as many choices as you would like, because you cannot use legendary armors in those builds. So for that reason, my easy build is different compared to proper full builds. Full builds tend to take different cells in because obviously I've got legendary armor, which offers me more choices for the kind of cells I can put into the build. You see, that makes a world of difference when it comes to something like that. I'm glad you like the Agris legendary, but the best legendary is actually Chronovore, because Chronovore has the same revive as Agris for yourself, and it's a shorter cooldown. So it's very, very useful for high-end content. Hammers are fun, if you know how to use them well. It can take a bit of skill and knowledge, but they're very good. Nishant, killing Erska in the cave itself is usually impossible. And also, I wouldn't trust videos like that because a lot of those kinds of videos, people kind of use background hacks, so it's genuinely not possible. I guess some people could do it, but they would have to have very, very specific amps. They would have to have very, very specific abilities and very specific buffs. It's a trick shot. Just like in, you know, like in Battlefield, jumping out of a plane, rocket launchering somebody, and then getting back in your plane. It's a trick shot. It looks cool, but it's not possible to do that in normal combat. And that's why, otherwise, how come those builds aren't the best builds in the game? Why don't those people share their builds? You see, people don't ask these questions. People say, oh, it looks cool. I've seen this done before. Me, I just say that's fake. Because if it's so good, then the build should be used by everybody as the best build, right? But it's not. So, why is that not the case? Am I right? Am I right to say that? So that's why I never trust those videos that people show tricks, tips, whatever, things like that. No. Don't show me a trick shot. Show me something that works 100% of the time for everybody. That's the difference between a robot build and a trick build. Tricks build, they look cool, but it doesn't help you. It doesn't help you become a better slayer. Robot builds are designed to work 100% of the time in 100% of situations. What you see me do on stream, you can do as well. That's the difference. That's why I don't worry about, oh, I can one-shot this, I can one-shot that. It's all fake. And those people, they buy viewership, they buy their subscribers just to make their video look like it's trending. And then on top of that, they use hacks and exploits. That's so wrong. That's not a fair game. That's just stupidity. Never trust that. Those kinds of videos, don't even bother watching. If anyone puts out those kind of videos, unsubscribe from their channel because they've got nothing to teach you. And if they had something to teach you, why aren't they teaching you how to one-shot? Why aren't they teaching you to be the best like them? Ask them. Ask them. Ask them why they haven't taught you. That's a choice that's based up to you, man. If you like the Chrono Sword, then use the Chrono Sword. If you like the Chrono Hammer, use the Chrono Hammer. You shouldn't ask me what to use. You should choose based on the weapon that you like to use, because ultimately, you're the one using the weapon, not me. So you need to choose based on what is your skill level. Always, man. A lot of people have the wrong idea, like, they want to impress a bunch of kids, so they're like, oh yeah, this is a cool skateboard trick. It's basically no different to a little skateboard trick that you're pulling off at a park. That's cool, but yeah. What's up, Churu? What do you mean, shout out? choose the one that you play more. Whichever weapon that you want to play more often, play that one. Chiru. Telling me, hey bro, reply will get you banned off the channel. Please do not be rude to your streamer, okay? I've replied to my chat, and you know what? Just for that, I'm not in the mood to deal with these kinds of people. So you're gonna get a nice timeout, Chiru. Next time you come to my stream with that kind of shitty attitude, I will literally just ban you, okay? Got it? Who the hell comes to a stream and goes, oh, stream, hey bro, reply. No, don't you fucking ask me to reply. I'll reply when I feel like it, okay? Next time you come to a stream, have some manners. Talk to a person, say hello. Be a decent human being, you know? Then maybe people will reply to you. But yes, Shota, you should definitely ask yourself, because when you decide for yourself, you'll be in a much better situation because you're making the choice yourself to choose which weapon suits you better. Alright? And when you choose the weapon yourself, you will be more satisfied. Because when you start using it, you know, it's your strength, it's your weapon. It's something that you built, you know? That's why me personally, like, people ask me, what's the best weapon in the game? I say, I like chain blades, but you should choose for yourself. You know? Just because I like chain blades doesn't mean I can't play the hammer. I'm playing the hammer right now. You know? So, ultimately, weapon choice comes down to what you're comfortable with and how you want to play the game. There we go. God damn, I have to tell you, I really hate those disrespectful people on stream. You suck at using the axe, so you couldn't use the robot build. You can use the Flammenwerfer. That is one of my favorites still, though. You play sword more often? That's good. Use that then, you know? Hey, Felix. I'm noticing you now. What's up? Chrono axe builds? Yeah. Go look at my Revenant axe build. It has a Chrono axe build in there. And let me go to a fireplace and I'll give you the link. VR and Dauntless would be fucking hilariously cool. Teaser pick? Oh man, listen, Detrimental. I'm not even gonna look at that shit because I don't give a shit. They really need to come up with content. Until they come up with content, I'll never look at their teasers because who cares? I'm gonna beat it on day one anyway. As soon as the new Behemoth's out, it's gonna die. Here. I believe this is what you're looking for. This is the one, Kevin. Use this. Oh, I know. But, like I said, I don't care, Detrimental. I don't want them to release more Behemoths. I want them to give me a fucking new weapon. In fact, Detrimental, please go ask that product manager, why aren't you releasing more actual content? Why? We are still waiting for a weapon. We are still waiting for something with guilds. We are still waiting for pets that were promised to us. We are still waiting for Behemoth versus Behemoth combat. Why? Ask him why. We don't need another... Because look, Phalanx weapon was a huge failure. Has anyone used Phalanx in a build? No. Because Phalanx is literally trash. So if they're gonna release another Behemoth but it's gonna be trash, I don't want it. Please stop giving me a Behemoth unless it's gonna be the best weapon in the game. Right? Pets would be awesome. But the thing is, we were promised pets and they still haven't given it to us. We were promised a lot of things that still haven't happened. Phalanx is still the most irritating thing in the world. And for example, they released Bloodshot Shroud. It's technically a whole new Behemoth. How come there's no special armor set for Bloodshot Shroud? How come there's no special Super Shroud set? Come on. We deserve these things. If they were gonna release it, but just give it Shroud stuff, then what was the point? Just for Revenant? That's lame. That is literally a waste of game design. You know? That's not how games should work. Yeah. They have never had interesting content coming out at all, so I beg them to stop. I don't know, Zerail. I think a lot of them have quit. Either that or they just don't post anymore. They just post once in a while just to, you know, make sure that they're still farming cash from the unaware newbies that are coming into Dauntless and think that they're still active content creators. So yeah, no. I don't know. Exactly, it was hours of coding for one lousy fucking item. What was the point? Why did I need this why did I need this Bloodshot Shroud in my life? What about him made him so special? It's not just the coding, the animation, basically everything, man. It took everything. It took the team having to animate the shroud, they had to prepare the shroud, they had to make it look decent, you know. There was so much that went into the Bloodshot Shroud, and what did it create? It was literally BS. Now the Shadow Scythe, okay, fine, that was cool. But did it really add content to the game? No, it didn't. It was a cool cosmetic that people played for a while, and then now everyone's back on their stuff. So yeah, I just hope that they, you know, make some real fucking content. That's true, Shota. I really hope that they bring in new things. It would be nice. New weapons, new ideas. They need something fresh. I feel deeply saddened for the way that they have done and handled their game, because yes, I know that they need money, but
Daniel Vila subscribed to the channel.
Thank you for subscribing. The more they need money, the more they should bring out content to make people want to buy the existing cosmetics, you know? The ball floating on the Bloodshot Shroud, not sure. I usually kill it without really bothering. I didn't even bother to learn about the Bloodshot. See, here's the problem with a new behemoth. They can bring out whatever behemoth they want. I literally have robot builds that will just trash that behemoth. So why am I even worried? I don't care what the behemoth is. I don't care what its attacks are. I'll learn its attacks after like 2 fights with the behemoth, and it'll be dead on the first fight anyway. So to me, there's always like no point, you know? There's really no point. The more this game tries to show, like tries to bring out these new behemoths and stuff, the more I think to myself, what's the point? Why? It's unnecessary, you know? Because no matter what they bring out, it's still not going to be like super awesome, you know? Yeah. Strikers were very strong, but that's because back then, you know, it was very different, I think. Play this game on the browser? Whoa. That's crazy. And hey man, I don't doubt that they've come a long way. But I hope that they can do more, because as far as I can see, they're gonna keep bleeding players. Oh, nice. Upgrade twin sons into twin dragons. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be something, huh? But yeah, no, I don't doubt that they've come far for a free-to-play game. But my honest thought is that if they really have to buckle down, because if they want to make more money, the thing is, effort and money go together, all right? How much hard work you put in is how much you're gonna make. And although so much has changed, the changes are not enough. A lot has changed compared to the past, but it's not enough. That's the issue. That's the issue. Without something to genuinely keep a person interested, you know, they will bleed their players. And when they bleed the players, the player count drops. That means overall revenue drops. Why? It's not just that, oh, players will take a break, come back, and spend more again. No, it doesn't work that way. If a game doesn't feel like it's thriving and active, a crowd draws a crowd. Let me just be honest. A crowd draws a crowd. Okay? When you see a crowded restaurant, you're going to ask yourself, what does this restaurant have? And then you're going to try that restaurant. You may not like the food, but a lot of other people are going to try that restaurant. And out of all those people, some will stay. That's important. It's the same mentality that Dauntless needs to understand. Players are always telling me, Robot, man, I quit Dauntless after a few months. I'm bored. You know, I've quit it after a few weeks. I can't stand it. I just feel like there's nothing to do, you know, things like that. Long-term players that have been playing 3-4 months, they're like, man, I'm bored. I don't want to do this anymore. You know, even I myself, I don't play Dauntless constantly. I play about 2-3 hours a day. Maybe I do a few videos here and there because that's for the community. But most of my time off stream, I'm reading manga. I'm playing Vanguard to practice my COD skills. I don't have any reason to sit here and stay in Dauntless, you know, like constantly. It's not how a game works. So if they want something to feel thriving and lively, what attracts a person to stay? A crowd. And they can't have a crowd if they don't buckle down and say, look, guys, I know we're all, you know, I know we're a smaller development company, but listen, if you guys don't go home for 2 weeks, if you guys stay in the office 24 hours a day for 2 weeks and we get some real shit done, you know, bada bing, bada boom, we're going to have a spike in the player base. And they should do that rather than having an update every 2 weeks, right? And giving themselves this, because, okay, when you have a consistent update schedule, it drains you. It really does. I do videos every day. It drains me. I stream every day. It drains me. Having to make something for your game every 2 weeks is tough. So what they should do is that every month, big updates every month, but they should hunker down for 2 weeks out of that whole month. Super hard work if they really want this to become a big bada bing boom game. They need that. If they don't, I'm afraid, my friends, I'm afraid it will no longer be a very good game. And that's just a fact. Now let's see. Oh, sword timings is still pretty tough. Yeah, I'm still around there. Should I do better? Nah, lazy. Yeah, I'm still about 24. Hammer was what, 69? Oh, 58, okay. Pike. Pike, I should no longer be in there. I'm pretty sure I'm out already. Yeah. Okay. Repeaters. I'm still in there. 69. Strikers. Strikers, no. This week, everybody used the strikers. And the chain blades. Ha! That's some good shit, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the game, in terms of beginner friendliness, it's very beginner friendly, Kevin. But I think that they need to explain the system better to you. And because they don't have much storyline, they don't really explain a lot of things, you know? I'm not sure if they still do the whole cutscene thing for beginners, but yeah, there's a lot of things that need to be improved. Because a lot of players come into this game and they're confused, and then they ask me a lot of questions. So I make a lot of videos to help people, but yeah. And also the lore of Dauntless isn't really very attractive. That's true. They try to bring in a lot of lore, but it's not one big connected story. And that's what we have a problem with, because yeah, you can give me lore here and there, but it's a small bit. I don't feel like I'm really getting anything, you know? So yeah, I just look at it, I'm like, not interested. Okay, ladies and gents, I've just realized it is 6:10. I have to go right now. Okay, I'm gonna go hit the hay, you know, get a little nap time in. But I'm gonna film my hammer build for you guys. Okay, and I will see you at 10:30 p.m. on Twitch. Okay, my stream tonight, 10:30 p.m. on Twitch. I'll be playing Dauntless again for the first half, and then COD for the second half. So don't forget to head over to Twitch if you haven't followed me already. I'll see you there in the evening, okay, in 4.5 hours. Thank you everybody for joining my stream today on YouTube. It has been a fantastic time. It's been some great conversations. All right, we will see you in the evening. Okay, much love to all of you. Don't forget to like the stream, and I'll see you all later, okay? Bye-bye, and thank you very much. Bye.